I guarantee you it will elevate your space. When you walk in, it gives an extra oomph, oomph. You know what I mean, right? So anyways, when you are elevating your space, stop looking for that perfect piece of decor that's just a statement piece. Statement piece. Stop looking for that statement piece. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie Charlena Marie. This is CharlenaMarieLifestyle. Today we're going to have a conversation about plants. How can plants elevate your home? I know some people like faux plants, but I personally prefer live plants. I love them. So the first plant we're going to talk about is called a Daylily. Just a little disclaimer, I do not know the name of all of my plants, and so I won't be able to actually name them all. Anyway, this plant here is used as decor on my side table. And this side table is actually called a pie table. And I'll get a better angle of this table. But moral of the story is I've had this plant about 3 years. It does require water every couple days. I just place it in my kitchen sink and give it water. For a new plant person, I don't necessarily know if I would recommend this plant because this plant is a little needy in my opinion. And this plant was a gift, and so I just kept it, but I do love it. It is beautiful, and in the summer around maybe July, August, it does produce white flowers and it's very pretty. But I just love how this plant in itself elevates the space, and I'm going to go at another angle so you can kind of see what I'm speaking about. Go from the hallway area. I just love if someone is coming through the door and you look to your right, this is what you see, and it's just really a statement piece. It looks very luxurious, very hardy, just a beautiful plant. This plant just functions as great decor, and I actually love that. You can buy different size plants. You can actually get hanging baskets. You can experiment with different color plants. So next we're going to talk about my mother tongue plant. There's another name for this plant as well. I just can't recall it, but for the sake of this video, we'll just refer to it as a mother's tongue plant. And this plant is huge. This plant is about 5.5 feet. Some of the leaves are reaching up to 6 foot. The plant is actually taller than me, and it's actually just very beautiful. And so we can see how this plant is actually just sitting in front of my sunroom, and it just serves as, to me, a great conversational piece and beautiful decor. It is really, really tall, and I just love how beautiful it is. And plants really lifts your mood. So caring for your plants actually releases good endorphins in your body. You're elevating your space with a plant. Purchase a flower pot. So this plant was actually a gift, and it came in a plastic pot, and I went to English Gardens and found this ceramic cream pot with these horizontal lines, and I just plopped this plant inside of it. And this corner is really a muted palette because you know I live for muted colors, but this plant gives this area a pop of color, and so it's not too much, but it gives it a pop of color, and the color just really, to me, elevates the space even more. And so this plant, it actually is very easy to care for. Anybody who is in a place with low light, little light, you don't have time to care for plants, this is the plant that to me can take so much neglect. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but I am, because sometimes I do neglect this plant. But don't worry, it just thrives. All it needs is a little light, a little water, and it thrives so well. And so if you're a new plant mom, I would highly recommend this plant. All of my plants are very intentional. You don't say, oh my gosh, she has so many plants. They look healthy, happy, and they're their own thing. Like when you walk in a room, they're very noticeable. So I just want to pan the room again. And so this is over by the, what is this plant called? Peace Lily. And then I pan over to the mother tongue. And just to me, in this room, the actual plants are my color. So now we're still in the living room. I'm going to kind of stoop down, and we're going to talk about the plants on my floor. Well, actually, I'm going to rearrange the flowers on the floor. I'm waiting on new pots because I think I want to elevate them off the floor a little. I'm not certain. So even though this corner is no longer negative space, meaning empty, normally I'm fine with the negative space, but in this instance, I felt this corner needed something. And I feel that these plants, because they're hardy, healthy, and beautiful in appearance, elevates this corner. So this is how it's set up. There's a mirror, there are lamps, you know, I have my golds, my woods, all of my natural materials, and then boom, you see greenery. I just love how greenery, especially when you put them inside of a flower pot. I've had these flower pots all on Instagram. I've spoke about them before in a different video, but you're going to constantly see these in my home because I just love how plain they are. They can go in every room, but they're very stately. They just speak for themselves, and it helps to elevate the look of the plant. And so now this negative space is filled with greenery, and I feel like it makes this corner look so luxurious, especially with this mirror here. And so once again, I love the way it looks. Let's look from a different angle. So I don't know the name of any of these plants, by the way, but I just want to zoom in a little bit. Get one for your bedroom and one for your common space. Those are the two areas that I would say you would be in the most, and so that's why I would recommend getting plants for those areas. This plant is called a pink something. Like I said before, I don't know the name of all of these plants. I got this from Home Depot. It was on the clearance for like $5, and it's growing so beautifully, but I just love the way it looks. Once again, I use plants as decor, and it just makes me feel good. Actually, I just love them. When I design, what you would notice, I design with big pieces. I don't do a lot of little pieces, and I don't do just empty side tables, coffee tables. I always like to have something on that table or whatever table, but mostly I really try to incorporate greenery wherever I can. Two, I'm home a lot as well. So by me being a homebody, that's another reason why I like to have greenery, because it actually really boosts your mood. And so if you're home a lot, plants can be another way to release positive endorphins in yourself, because being at home sometimes for some who are not homebodies can be draining. But adding plants to your space is just a whole vibe. even though my plants are more so just green because that's what I prefer, you can look into different colors if you're more of a plant with greenery and color. So as you can notice a theme with my flower pots, you notice a theme with my greenery. I like things that kind of are pretty structured. I have a few things that are not structured as far as plants, but I bought this plant also from English Gardens, I believe, but it was really tiny and it's so tall now. But once again, even though I have so many things on my console table, if you haven't viewed my console table sideboard video, you can go and watch it. It's on my YouTube as well. But this plant is just a conversational piece in itself. Every piece of decor on my sideboard is large. I like large pieces of decor. And this plant, it just stands out. It makes the sideboard pop. That's what greenery does for your home. That's how you elevate your home with greenery, because it actually will make your spaces pop. So when the plants are happy, healthy, they help you really to capitalize on negative space, and so you'll really capture a feeling of a luxurious home when you add greenery. So now we're in another part of my home which I love to be in, which is my kitchen nook. And this is just like a little view of it. And so one thing I like about my kitchen nook is just so cozy. Whoa. So I have my TV here and I have it on a swivel, but I also have large plants here, and I just love, oh, and then in the back I have cactus, and they all are real. I've had those cactus for probably around 3 years, and I haven't watered them in probably 2 years. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but they've been growing, and so I might give them a little sprinkle after this video. But they were very small and they are growing, so obviously they like the drought. They're here for it. And so this is my kitchen nook area, and I love it. I just love sitting down here in my chair, and I just love being near all of this greenery. It just brings me so much joy. But when you walk in, it's just so dramatic with these large plants. It's just very much so a mood booster. And so when I'm sitting here in the morning, relaxing, meditating, this is just a thing. And so, like I said, you may not want a million plants like I have, understandable, but 1 or 2 will definitely elevate your space. You will see a difference. It's a sense of calm, a sense of home, a sense of nature, and I'm just here for the elevation, the greenery. Once again, you know I like a clean color palette, and the greenery is my color. Okay, so now we're in my kitchen, and there's my Nate. Say hi, Nate. Say hi, sweetie. He's laying on his bed and he's just spoiled. And he's just laying down. Say hi, sweetie. Okay, he doesn't want to say hi. So now we're in my kitchen, and I do have an all-white kitchen. All-white kitchens are great. I love the color white. I don't care what colors go in and out as far as style is concerned. I'm always going to love the color white, love creams. That's just my thing. So white is definitely a bright color. It's for me a sense of calm. However, too much white can be sterile. So even my appliances, which we'll talk about in another video, are white. But what do I do to help bring a sense of home to my space? I've added plants. So once again, I have a mother tongue, obviously in a smaller form. I don't know what this other plant is, but now it's thriving. Moral of the story is that we can definitely elevate our spaces with plants. Just normally I have nothing on my counters. Moral of the story, where is your color, Stephanie? Right here with my green plants. And I'm okay with that. This is just the pop of color I need. But I also love the sense of luxuriousness those plants bring to my space. I'm going to remove these plants so you can see how it looks without them being there. But I want you to see how empty this spot looks. And of course I can put, you know, cutting boards or, you know, my oils or certain things that I use for cooking there. But nothing would bring that luxurious kitchen feel more so than a live plant, in my opinion. Okay, you guys, so I got one more plant I want to show you, and this is called a money tree. I'm sorry, I forgot about this plant. This is over in my hallway. This area does get a lot of light, but I normally keep the door closed there, so it gets a little light. So it has to retrieve light from the window upstairs, which I have the drapes closed, but the drape is sheer. Needless to say, never fret. That's what a mirror is for. So I have that mirror there. This plant gets the reflection of light from the mirror, and it's doing wonderfully. So for people who say, I don't have a lot of light, here you go. Get a money tree. And it's doing very, very well in low light. So like I said, even if you don't have a window in a particular space, as long as you get something that can tolerate low light, it will do fine. And believe you me, it's a thing. If I remove this plant from this area, it does not look the same. So a plant definitely elevates my hallway area. Plants are a statement piece, and that plant flower can hold its own in a room. Trust me, I have plenty of them, if you haven't noticed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Of course, I will see you guys next week right here. You can follow me on Facebook, Stephanie Charlena Marie. You can follow me on Instagram, CharlenaMarieLifestyle. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next week. Bye.